Okay, there's a shop here. Hey, is that food from Calvard? No, of course not. These are vanilla dumplings from way far out in eastern Zemuria. Oh, and you think that lets you off the hook? They still look Calvardy to me. Selling stuff like that is an insult to all of us. You trying to stir up anti-government sentiment or something? No, sir. We just, made it to show of our support for the Empire. Yeah, that's it. See, they've been especially flavored to appeal to Imperial taste. They're a symbol of how we hope Ouroboros will one day spread its influence across the entire continent. Hey, that's not a bad idea. Looks like I had you kids all wrong. Nice save there. Damn. It's getting a little real. Going all in promoting our vanilla dumplings right now. I don't know what my partner was thinking, ordering in a bunch of Calvardian delicacies right before we go to war with them. Needless to say, they're not selling, and the dirty looks we get from soldiers don't help either. These things are gonna sit on our shelves forever. Talk about a dead loss. I don't see them as viable items. Anyways, I need to get Proverbs flow. Actually has decent stats for offense-wise. You got anything special? Not all our fish is caught domestically. We get imports from Liberal and Calvard too. Though obviously we're not exactly on trading terms with Calvard anymore. But the railways are down and air shipping's too expensive. I don't see how we're supposed to get anything from outside the country anymore. About all we can rely on for food is the fish we catch in Lake Elm. Hey, come on in. Take a look at what we've got. Check out this high-grade cabbage fresh in today. You just don't get deals like this anymore, especially with all the food shortages. Never know when you might get a chance like this again. How about it? Edna's not looking so chipper as usual. Must be worried about me having to join the front. Fred fussing over it won't do much good. She probably knows that, but still. Get this carrot pecky. These peckies can usually be traded for something useful. Come on in, we're having a clearance sale. Everything must go. We're gonna be crazy. A whole box of 100 mira. I'm burning cash here. Fresh and cheap? Whoa, you'll never get another chance like this. I bet my dad's... Sigh. Dad, I can't believe they really drafted him. Ouch. I could've sworn... Yeah, Nightwally Exchange. I should go in there to set up a little bit of a checkpoint that I can teleport to. Next up, buying up some of the ex-provincial army's armaments. It's all a bit dated, sure, but I reckon I can wheel it off to the recently conscripted nobles easily enough. Of course, times like these come with a particular premium on such goods. I'm not sure we should be listening to this. I suppose it is natural for a black market broker. We did receive her assistance during the events of the capital. It makes sense that the eve of war would be her most profitable time for sales. It's kind of weird. She seems to care for Jingo a whole lot, exactly like a mom. But this really doesn't seem like the kind of place a kid should be, you know? It does look like a useful store to patronize, though. I wondered who was making all that noise. You're the kids from the academy, right? And I believe you used Josette's services. I didn't think I'd see your faces around here, that's for sure. I'm sure you've got your reasons, but there are a lot of military eyes around here. You'll keep your head down if you know what's good for you. Got it? That includes you, Blondie, and you, little Miss Highborn. Don't waste your breath. Thank you for your kind warning. Just don't say I didn't warn you. Your circumstances are precarious, to say the least, but if someone's got what I need, I do business with them. No questions asked. Besides, you've been good at Jingo. Let me know if you need something. Oh, cool. Thanks a lot. No questions asked, huh? Yeah, it totally doesn't sound shady. Got plenty of questions, but maybe they're off unanswered. Wonder if I can get new fishing gear. You have a most impressive fishing record. In fact, I have a prize for you from the Imperial Fishing Club. Well, get this prize. EX Spool. That's very kind of you. Thank you. High-end rod. Annabelle dropped by to say hi after we got back into town. I haven't seen Kenneth since all that stuff went down, but she said not to worry, it's probably all part of his plan. She might have just been putting on a brave face, though. I know I'd feel a lot better if I knew where he was. You planning to to prevent the war with his fishing skills somehow? Bro fish shut Osborne? Certain. After what happened during the summer festival, Kenneth arranged to get some tickets for us. Thanks to that, we were able to return to Crossbell just a few days later. But before we left, he did mention he sensed a change at the wiring hole. He was a bit bothered by it. During our investigation, it became very evident that Crossbell's ecosystem is changing. I was really taken aback by Kenneth's keen senses, which makes me wonder, what in the world is happening there? Coppe, what's the word on Armorica village? There were a lot of fish I've never seen before, definitely more than last time. I haven't seen this kind of environmental damage since the struggles for independence. I was investigating Mainz. It's the same story there. As far as we can tell, Heimdall was the first place to start seeing these changes. It's like they spread out from the capital. This isn't just a Crossbell problem, it's happening all over the Empire. Why is he looking at the Business Owners Association? Have you ever been to Armorica Village? We're an agricultural community, though beekeeping is our main source of income. The crops are doing alright, but the merchant we always sold our honey to got drafted. Oh no, you mean... wait, was it Harold? On top of that, our vehicles got commandeered by the military, so we can't even transport our goods very far. I thought maybe the Business Owners Association could introduce me to a new buyer, preferably one with their own trucks. Got no shortage of problems back in the village. Were you the guy who almost got scammed by the same guy who scammed the Capuas? The military camp of the ancient battlefield's in a pre-isolated spot, but it's close enough for us to feel its presence. The noise and gunshot smoke have got the bees on edge, and they're producing less honey than usual. If I had to find a bright side, I guess our convalescent home is up and running. Things are tough, but not at a level where we can't handle it. Not yet, anyways. All the merchants in town have been ordered to give their full cooperation in the war effort. We've been getting a flood of new consultation requests. And to cap it all off, several of our personnel have dropped off the grid. I haven't heard from Becky since she set out for the capital. I hope she's alright. Oh, that's right. Becky is well acquainted with the people of the association, isn't she? Yeah, so it seems they haven't been able to ascertain her whereabouts either. Alright, you guys are from that military academy. I tried to get in touch with my contacts over there, but they suddenly went quiet. Must have been around the same time there was all that commotion in the capital. Sorry, I didn't mean to jump to conclusions. I'll tell you the second I learn anything new, so don't get discouraged, okay? Right, thank you. Thanks for helping out. She means a lot to us too. We're not about to let this go. Oh, good. Let's hope I have enough money. I can't take this anymore. Please let us help. Please help us, Mr. Chairman. How am I supposed to move my products without the trains? Chairman Morris, I need your help too. The state requisitioned my entire stock the other day, and they didn't pay a single mirror for it. I'm in the red. I can't live off my savings forever. Now, calm down, all of you. One at a time, please. Let me think about the trains. Let's think about the trains first. There are so few left, it's no use trying to contract one now. I suggest we shift our focus to airship delivery. The routes along Liberal and Remy Ferrier are still open for now. As for our contributions to the war effort, do you have any ideas, Mr. Chairman Morris? Do I know you folks? You seem sort of familiar. Did you come here for a consultation? Sorry, but my schedule's booked solid. Feel free to come back another time. That's weird, it's not here either. I was trying so hard to take care of it too. Well, it's nothing. I'm fine, I can fix this on my own. This is gonna turn into a side quest. She's clearly worried about something. It doesn't look like she's willing to take anyone's help though. We'll just have to keep an eye on her. Central Square is just as busy as I remember it. There are a lot of stores here. It might be a good idea to take this time to get ready. It's a good meeting place too. It's got access to a lot of different districts. That tower's off limits for now, but we can get to the entertainment district at least. Well, now that we're here, I guess we better gotta go get our intel. Didn't you say a friend of yours works nearby? That's right, over there at the Ouroboros store. I haven't seen Wendy in a while. I should probably let her know I'm alright. She's the engineer, correct? Okay, let's go. Save that one for last, then. I need to take a look at some weapons. My DPS is not very good right now. Oh hey, you're from the military academy. From the sound of things, you've had your fair share of problems to deal with lately, huh? Don't worry, I know what's up. You won't get any trouble here. If you're in need of weapons, go ahead and take a look at what I've got. Wow, thank you. If I remember correctly, this shop used to have ties to the special support section. Perhaps that's why the owner's willing to turn a blind eye to us. Yeah, he's just the kind of friend we need right now. Okay, made sure to buy one of these soldiers' gloves. Because it's apparently for crafting. Alright, the guide says to get merchant hand towel. Strange it doesn't contain the properties of its components. Hey, it's Coppe. Me and Coppe know that there are heroes out there, so we're not scared of any dumb old war. Meow. Sounds like she does know Lloyd. And come to think of it, I remember seeing Coppe around the SSS HQ. Huh? I know who? What's the SSS? Hiss. Coppe, knock it off. Where did that come from? I don't know, Coppe's been kind of weird lately. Cursed. But that SSS thing does sound familiar. Meow. Yeah, he showed up. I wonder why he was mad before. Could it be? This girl lost her memories of the special support section, the people who used to mean so much to her. Maybe the cat's trying to knock some sense into her. The cat remembers? Could this all be because of the curse? Stranger things have happened. The SSS inspire hope, so I can see why the Great Twilight would take offense to them. Is that really possible? What's the matter? Why do you all look so sad? My head feels all fuzzy, but there are heroes out there, and that's the important thing. You're right, you're absolutely right. I have a feeling this girl will be alright at least. Good thing I'm wearing Lloyd's outfit. Hopefully this will help people remember the SSS. Probably not. Have I seen you somewhere before? Well, no matter. As fellow Imperial subjects, we're all in this cigar. You're free to wander a town as you please, but just don't cause any trouble. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like the residents of Crossbell are really lacking in Imperial spirit. He's so full of himself. I'm fairly certain he was transferred here from Erebonia. He certainly checks off all the stereotypes. I believe we've seen him before during our field exercises. He appears to be what one might call condescending. What are these two arguing about? Man, look at you, Mr. Recruit. You clean up pretty nice for a plain old construction worker. This calls for a celebration. Come on, I'm starving. I see, this guy was drafted. Recruit Jet. Check out my new uniform. Pretty spiffy, right? Looks great and fits me like a glove. What more could I ask for? Local tourist soldiers all wants to stuff themselves. I just wish I knew how to put everything on the plate in a way that made it look nice. We had this customer a while back that really left an impression on me. He was wearing a blue uniform. He came right up to the counter and said he heard we made food out of monsters and wanted to try some. It's been over a year since I first tried my hand at that. I didn't think anyone would remember. Ready? So I got to thinking, maybe the soldiers would enjoy a new menu that has a bit of originality about it. A guy in a blue uniform who likes weird food, huh? No doubt about it. It has to be him. No new recipe, just a steak that cures confusion. Slurp. Didn't hardly get any news of the outside world since the Crossbell Times had their circulation halted. I decided to pick up a novel for my literary fix instead. This one's at the top of the charts right now. At first I thought it was all just hype, but it was actually pretty good. You can have my copy if you like. It's definitely worth a read. Oh, maybe I'll give it a read, thanks. I'm not happy with the Crossbell Times. And I've got more to say now than ever before. How could they fold out at a time like this? Moving their base of operations is no excuse. I've got opinions the public needs to know about. Wow, she sure is spirited. They hunt me relentlessly. All the people I've murdered over the years. I've cut off their heads, carved their hearts from their chests, sliced their torsos right through the middle. But no matter what I do, an army of corpses continues to pursue me. I see them every time I close my eyes. The politicians, the nobles, the merchants, the rich and powerful. Just leave me alone! Leave me alone! I frantically swing my sword at them. I cut and cut, bisecting them, slashing them apart, but they don't relent. Chunks of flesh and bone, viscera and intestines, lungs and brains. They gather into a writhing mass that comes crashing down on me like a gory wave, threatening to swallow me whole. Get away, get away, get away! I try to escape, but they corner me again and again. My victims staring at me with hollow eyes, accusing me. How could you do this to us? How? They throw themselves at me, their decaying fingers gripping my neck, trying to rip the life out of me just as I did to them. Let me go! I frantically crush and struggle, but no matter what I do, I can't break away. Rotting blood and bile tricks down my body, dissolving my skin. The wave finally swells me up. I just want a normal life. Just want my humanity back. I woke from my nightmare, my breath short and ragged. My entire body was soaked in a horrible sweat. I fought back the rising urge to vomit. The night after completing a mission was always like this. The only difference was seeing one more face in the crowd. Even after years, my disgust for murder had never abated, not even the slightest. No matter how much time passed, I couldn't rid myself of the scars left in my mind by the terrible acts I performed, and yet I had no choice but to continue. Nine and I were nothing but tools. Our individual thoughts and ideals had no meaning. They were completely unnecessary. All the organization required from us was a skillful capacity for murder and unquestioning subordination. The kills we were ordered to. Our entire existence boiled down to this singular point. To reject an order or attempt escape was tantamount to suicide. Their organization, to even speak its true name, was forbidden. It was a group of professional killers that existed in the shadows of society. Its core business was eliminating marks, but its true objective was likely lay elsewhere. As a low-ranking member, I was simply one of the organization's weapons. There was no reason for such info to be shared with me. Most members of the organization had served it since they were children. Children deemed to possess special potential were made to undergo combat instruction and exercises in a place known as the factory. The majority of children who entered the factory would never again see beyond its walls. Unable to endure the merciless training they were put through, it would become their tomb. The lucky ones who did survive, however, were officially recognized as entry-level members of the organization. That's what happened with me. I was forced to abandon who I was when I first passed through the factory's doors at 7 years old. Anyone who dared utter their former name would be subject to severe punishment. There was no concept of individuality. Life in the organization meant being nothing more than another tool in the arsenal. It wasn't until I graduated at the age of 10 that I was given a name. It only served to solidify my status as a weapon, however. Our names, more like titles, are based on tarot cards. Stole that from Ouroboros. In my case, the moniker I received was from the minor arcana free of swords. It didn't even have the slightest bit of humanity to it, but it was better than having no name at all. Both the higher-ups and a small fraction of the very best candidates were given the name based on the major arcana. Everyone who survived training and made it in was skilled, but in terms of combat ability, the major arcana could run circles around the rest of us. Rumor had it they were even more powerful than top-ranked bracers. I left my room and peeked into the neighboring one. It seemed like 9 was still sleeping. It's time for my report, so I headed on my own. Lower-level members of the organization generally operated in pairs. My partner is 9 of Swords, a girl 1 year my junior. 9 was a natural genius. She graduated from the factory in a single year, despite the fact that the average kid takes 3 to 5. If they even make it to graduation without dropping out, that is. From gathering info to analyzing battle situations, acting abilities to infiltration tactics. She was top class in a multitude of fronts. That's something to say of her combat style, which made use of needles and wires, allowing her to control the field of battle and dominate her foes. All in all, her abilities were far better suited to assassinations than mine were. It was a bit awkward for us when we were first paired up, but after working together for a year, I can honestly say she was the best partner I'd ever had, and the most reliable. At the same time, she was also the person I needed to regard with the most caution. The reasons why this organization used a partner system were twofold. The obvious reason was to help facilitate missions, but it also forced each partner to monitor the other. In the organization's betrayal was swiftly returned with death. The tool is doomed to serve until it breaks. As such, we were expected to be part of the organization the entirety of our lives. As a general rule, we were afforded no freedom. There did, however, exist special rules. If one were to sense that their partner was scheming to betray the organization, they could sell them out to gain their own freedom. All you had to do was make a report, present sufficient evidence of your suspicion, and you were given the task of eliminating them yourself. If you succeeded, you were free. Simply running away meant resigning yourself to looking over your shoulder the rest of your life. The organization had eyes everywhere. Anyone who wanted true freedom was better off waiting for the chance to turn their partner in. There's another problem too. The worst of the worst would actually fabricate proof of their partner's betrayal in an effort to earn their own freedom. Plus, the person you need to regard the most cautiously was not an enemy you'd face on any mission, but a partner who was always at your side. You need to entertain and accept the notion that you could be betrayed at any time. Members did not turn their backs on the organization. This was an absolute requirement for survival, and the lesson I learned very early through personal experience. 3 years ago, I tried to escape. Well, I suppose it was more we than I. At the time, I was partnered with another boy known as Ace of Swords. Ace was a year my senior, and he was a pretty good guy. We got along well, and he quickly grew into an older brother figure for me. He wielded a giant sword with ease, one as long as he was tall, and used it both to destroy our enemies and protect me. He really was an ace when it came to battle. In that sense, his name couldn't have been more appropriate. One thing Ace and I shared was contempt for the murders we were forced to perform. I can't remember how the idea of escaping the organization came up initially, but I do recall that neither of us objected to it. As I mentioned, the system was set up to prevent individual members from betraying the organization, as they could be sold out by their partner. We figured the best way around that was to simply work together and escape the organization as a team. With our objective decided on, we began playing in earnest. We quickly decided we'd need to execute our plan as far away from the other pairs of assassins employed by the organization. First part of our plan went well enough. We entered Erebonia, thinking its considerable distance from our normal area of operations meant we could enjoy a certain degree of safety. This was a severe misjudgment on our part, though. The organization had eyes there as well. We were approached by other assassins twice, and both times ended with combat. We managed to fend them off, however. Ace and I were partners for a reason, and we fought well together. The third time, however, it was the Overseer that paid us a visit. To say his power was overwhelming wouldn't do it justice. It was like trying to fight a force of nature. We barely managed to escape with our lives, suffering heavy wounds in the process. With nowhere else to go, we huddled together in the cave, conscious of the fact that our next encounter with the Overseer would surely be our last. There was nothing more to be said about the situation, and for what felt like an eternity, we passed time in silence. Hey Ace, I began speaking, believing it would be the last conversation we'd ever have. What's up, buddy? I just wanted to say, all things considered, I think everything could have went a lot worse. What's that supposed to mean? He struggled for the pain to force out a little smirk at my comment. Don't get me wrong, I have plenty of regrets, but Ace waited in silence for me to continue. Being by your side all this time, well, it's made my life so much better, Ace. And even if we're fated to meet our deaths here, it's a million times better than spending a lifetime as just another tool. The fire flickered. Our shadows danced on the cave wall. Finally, Ace broke the silence, his voice a mere whisper. Rean, thanks for everything, man. You too, Ace, thank you. I had to say what I needed to say. I felt that if our opponent were to arrive at that very moment, I'd at least be able to give my whole soul to the battle. But then, if that's how you feel, Ace started. Suddenly, the ambience in the cave completely shifted, like some horrible hallucination. Ace's icy voice pierced through me, chilling me to the bone. Then die, buddy. Die for me. My first reaction was slight confusion. I actually interpreted it as a clumsy way of saying we would face our deaths together. I turned to face him just to clarify, and what I saw was Ace's massive sword speeding down toward my head. I immediately dodged a strike, and the ground where I'd been laying only a moment ago had shattered into rubble. Ace, what are you doing? You can't figure it out on your own? Have you forgotten the final rule for those who betray the organization? The final rule. I hadn't forgotten it. I simply hadn't given it much thought, but it seemed irrelevant to our situation, but everything clicked into place then. When two partners betrayed their organization, the only way for one of them to gain its forgiveness was to kill their partner and present the organization with the corpse. The idea behind this rule is to force the escapees into a sense of desperation, then push them into killing each other, taking care of the problems so the organization didn't have to. To my absolute shock, this was precisely what Ace was trying to do. I understood what was happening, but all I could do was ask why over and over. Ace, why? Why are you doing this? You know, buddy, becoming partners with you was the only bit of luck I've had in my whole goddamn life. I really did want to be free together humanity back together. Then why are you? Because I need to survive, he said, his voice dripping with desperation. I can't die like this. Screaming wildly, Ace swung his sword at me. The same sword that had been used to save my life more times than I could count was now being used in an attempt to end it. Just die, he screamed. I tried to scream back, with a horrible knot in my stomach and the storm of emotions in my heart. Ensured that the only thing that came out of my mouth was a meaningless warble as I met his sword of my own. Engulfed in despair, I surrendered control to my instincts and engaged this enemy in combat as I would any other. I don't clearly remember what happened from there. All I know is I was overtaken by rage and sadness and became a slashing, screaming monster. I was finally brought to my senses by the sound of Ace's body collapsing to the ground. That's how I managed to survive. How I won back my position as one of the organization's tools. And that's where I've been ever since. Our escape was a deadly failure that laid bare my inadequacies. I still hadn't given up on winning back my humanity, but I'd be damned if I was going to trust anyone else ever again. To be continued. Okay, now I need to go shopping. Is that Patiri? Oh shit, I should have brought Machias along. Oh hell no. You're Machias' friends, right? The Ashen Chevalier students? I'm just glad to see you're all in one piece. What brings you all the way to Crossbell? That's a complicated question. I'm afraid we don't have time to get into that. More importantly, what are you doing here, and how do you know each other? Well, it just so happens Patiri has a friend who's gone missing. Wait, what happened? We got separated back in Heimdall. Haven't seen him since. Kid's name is Cargo. I taught him everything he knows. Searched all over Heimdall, but I couldn't find a trace of him. He's been gone a month now. I'm really starting to worry about him. So I'm taking a break from work and gonna do some serious searching. I see. You're searching all of Erebonia for one kid? You'd have better luck looking for a needle in a haystack. Shut your mouth or I beat your ass. He's out there somewhere and I can feel it. As long as there's even the slightest chance he's still alive, I'm not gonna give up. Just let me know if you hear anything about him. Or I'll shove you all into one locker. Oh, and watch your backs. These Imperial Defense Force chumps look like trouble. Thank you for your concern. Best of luck finding your friend. Times are tough here in Crossbell right now. Patiri's right. Try not to stand out too much or get in any trouble. Food. Anything interesting here? Oh, Consomme Peki. Our department store is doing great. We're even getting orders from Kais & Co. Because of that, we're not subject to the limitations placed on our shops. It's business as usual. So please take your time and enjoy all we have to offer. And I can't believe my luck. That terrible receptionist actually asked for time off herself. Now I won't have to fire her, and I can stay in business too. Oh, more books. I'm running out of money, even though I grinded so much back then. Reinford family revises forecasts. RF company chairman Irina Reinford announced revisions to the company's Q2 forecast on August 13. The figures are greatly increased, owing to RF's role as government supplier while preparations for Operation Birdcage begin. RF manages all three of Erebonia's mines and is currently recruiting additional miners due to the increased demand for weapon production. Factories 1 to 3 are operating at full capacity, and staff from the 4th Development Division are being temporarily diverted to armaments manufacture. The 3 great mines of Erebonia. The 3 great most important mines in Erebonia, Saxon and Nordia, Aragon and Lemaire, and Mainz and Crossbell are all managed by the RF group. The first 2 produce mostly iron, the third high-quality septium. Each can be considered a pillar of the Erebonian manufacturing, and their importance will no doubt become increasingly apparent in the coming days. Crime. Who's the hacker? Lately there's been a lot of talk about hackers on Crossbell's Orbital network, but the term hacker, denoting a person who steals confidential information using their proficiency with the Orbital network technology, is still largely unfamiliar in most of Crossbell. A hacker going by the name of Kitty caused the store 2 years ago, but it's unclear where the same person is behind the recent hacking incidents. Governor General Rufus assures us it's only a matter of time before the IDF, carrying out a joint investigation with the Intelligence Division, tracks down the person behind these cases of unauthorized database access. Feel good food on the railways. Since its opening 22 years ago, the Transcontinental Railroad has been the beating heart of Erebonian transit. Currently, the service is greatly restricted due to wartime austerity measures, but yet dining car chefs like Nicholas refuse to compromise when it comes to food. The dishes he prepares are simple but beautifully balanced in nutrition and flavor. No matter the circumstances, I put my heart into my cooking. Every person who travels with us has their own itinerary on this journey we call life. I can only hope my food makes a satisfying pit stop along the way. He cleverly substitutes for unavailable ingredients and devises menus that work with anything he has on hand. Not all railway trips are for leisure, but thanks to cooks like Nicholas, travelers can at least expect a tasty nibble or two as the scenery whizzes by. My name is Eiyuu, and I'm a Coco Panda. Some people call us monsters, but we're not all bad. Some of us are actually very nice. Just like my friend Tamaro. He and I have known each other since we were cubs. Our whole lives he was the kind of guy who did everything on his own. So everyone back in our pack thought of him as a strong and independent loner. But I thought it must get hard having to do everything alone. That's why I decided to follow him one day and make sure he was okay. I hid behind a bush and watched him climb to the top of a big tree to get his dinner. After a while he came back down, a nice big fruit in his paws. I breathed a sigh of relief. It seemed like he would have more than enough to eat tonight. But then I took a better look at the fruit he found and let out a small gasp. It was rotten. Inside it was icky, mushy, and full of bugs. To make things worse, it was getting dark and he wouldn't have any time to look for more. All Coco Pandas know it's much too dangerous to wander around outside at night. Tamaro knows how rotten this fruit was too. He looked up at the setting sun, and with a short sigh he picked up his fruit and started to head back to our camp for the night. I followed him back to our den, making sure not to be seen, but then I heard his tummy grumbling. He must have been really hungry. I watched as he glanced at his fruit with a sour expression, and held his nose and prepared to take a bite. Tamaro, stop! I shouted, dashing out from my hiding place. You can't eat that fruit, it's rotten. I grabbed out of his paw just in time, though he was surprised at first. The expression on his face quickly turned to a frown. What's your problem, Eiyuu? You can't tell me what to eat. I was taken aback by how rude he was being. I was only trying to help. I got so flustered, I ended up speaking my mind to him right there and then. Look, if you can't find any food yourself, that's okay. All you need to do is ask someone to share with you. No way, he scoffed. Asking for help is like admitting you're too weak to do it on your own. Don't be silly, I scolded him. It only makes sense for us all to help each other out. You're the only one who thinks that, Eiyuu, he grumbled, crossing his arms. I couldn't understand why he was being so stubborn. Did he not trust the rest of us, or was he just too proud to admit he was wrong? Well, let's find out, shall we? I called one of the other Coco Pandas from our pack over to us. hello there, you two. Something wrong? He said in a leisurely drawl as he walked over to Tamaro and I. We had trouble finding any good fruit today. Could we have some of yours? Oh, is that all? No problem. Here you go, he said, handing us each a fresh piece of fruit. I thanked him and waved goodbye as he left. See, I turned to Tamaro. It's really just that easy. There's something to be ashamed of. In return, you just need to help the artists out when they need it. Tamaro made a face like he wanted to object, but ended up taking the fruit all the same. Feeling like I had finally gotten through to him, at least a little bit, I went back to my bed hoping he'd learn to rely more on others. By the time I woken up the next day, it was already a little past lunchtime. I was still a little worried about Tamaro, so I decided to keep an eye on him again. I went and snuck behind the bush and peeked through the leaves. But what I saw made my heart jump into my throat. Something was very wrong. Tamaro was covered in cuts and bruises, and he was growling more fiercely than I ever heard him before. Tamaro, what's wrong? Are you okay? I asked timidly, coming out of my hiding place. He didn't seem to hear me. He didn't even react to me at all. He just kept staring at the path leading out of the forest and growling. I looked in the direction he was facing and saw a human walking down the path. As soon as I did, I knew something bad was about to happen. I reached my paw out, trying to place it on Tamaro's shoulder, but before I could get close enough, however, he leapt at the human, tore away the bag they were carrying, and ran off deep into the woods. I was horrified. This wasn't like Tamaro at all. I knew him better than anyone, and he'd absolutely never attack someone like that. There was only one explanation. He'd given in to his instincts and became a mindless beast. Dang it. It's like the Erebonian curse is even affecting these stories. Pendulum types. Dress gloves. Those look pretty... Maybe that'll be important. Hey, actually I have enough for the Black Vajra belt now. It's a one-time only deal. So is the Rouge Pecky badge. West Street. That's where Yuna lives. It's been a long time, West Street. Your home is somewhere around here, isn't it? How about that? Seems like a nice, quiet little neighborhood, and I can smell fresh baked bread. What shall we do, Yuna? It's your call. I'm good for now. I can't say I'm not tempted to go home, but I don't want my family to get my family in trouble. We should be able to judge if it's safe by asking other residents. Yeah, that's a good idea. Start with the bakery. I know the staff there is a pretty popular place, so they should have plenty of gossip. Sounds like a plan. Oh, excuse me. Welcome to Tal. Whoa, Yuna, you're back. What a relief. We've been worried sick ever since you dropped off the grid. Are you okay? No major injuries? Have you been eating right? I'm fine. Sorry I couldn't get in touch until now. As long as you're alright. You seem to have matured a bit, even. I'm glad to see your friends are alright, too. Thank you. What happened here? The place is a mess. Oh, nothing much. We just had a little incident. A training camp was built over by Armorica village a little while back. Pretty large-scale facility, but so they need a lot of people to help run it, and well, know somebody roped you into it. That's right, they claimed they were only asking for volunteers, but it doesn't make much of a difference, volunteer or not. Palace might have been conscripted down the line anyway. So many of our friends have family getting drafted in. I don't think I could look them in the eye if I said no. Besides, the way I see it, I can do some real good helping run the camp. I guess you have a point. I have nothing to say that eases the situation. Hey, there's no need to get so bummed out. It'll all work out somehow. Elsa and Momo will be running the store in my stead, so drop by now and then if you have the chance. These hard times won't last forever. We've just gotta pull through it. I hope you'll continue to support Talos in the meantime. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Me neither, but there's not much we can do about it. Salad Pecky. Entertainment District. Now we have 2 red markers to worry about. They say this leads to Entertainment District, but wasn't there an alleyway here? No, wait, that's Harbor District. What? Wrong one. Yes, this is the one with the alleyway where the mob used to be set up. And Red Constellation, too.
This street's seedy, to say the least.
Well, we are in the entertainment district. Not to mention, this is right around where the Mafia used to set up shop.
I've heard as much, but only rumors.
Man, all that crap doesn't matter. I'd come here any day as long as they got hot babes.
Got anything for me? Midnight Cola. Give me the recipe. I'll talk to him one time. After Crossbell got annexed, the streets became a lot safer, but that hit local businesses pretty hard. The dingy atmosphere was all part of their appeal. I used to get most of my customers at night, but now I've had to open for lunch as well. At least now a new clientele can enjoy what my bar's got to offer. It's a casino and a shop. Whoa. So this is Crossbell's entertainment district, huh? Man, it's no Raquel, but I guess I can get what Randolph sees in the place. It's certainly lively, but in a different way from the other districts. Yep, this place has it all. There's a casino, a high-class hotel, bars, clubs, and a neat little antique store too. Then there's a jewel in Crossbell's crown, Arc and Seal. Oh, the theater troupe. I've heard of them. I don't know, seems pretty dull over there for a crown jewel. Yeah, can't argue with you on that. Their leading lady was seriously injured over a year ago, and then their second biggest star had to take a break for personal reasons. With so many members out of the picture, they can only put on small shows every now and then. Their second biggest star, it must be her. The leading ladies or no, Arc and Seal is still the pride of Crossbell. I really hope we get to see them perform again someday. Don't worry, I'm sure we will. In any case, it seems the theater itself is still open. We could always take a look inside and see if we can learn anything. It'd be a shame not to after coming all this way. Any other points of interest, Yuna? I say we try the antique store in the alley too while we're at it. One of them is run by this old lady the SSS used to go to for info all the time. I believe old women are indeed known for extensive gossip networks. It can't hurt to ask around them both then. Let's get started. Please tell me Imelda's selling all the high-end stuff. Wait, why can't we get... What happened to the casino? Doesn't look like we can enter yet. Bellberry ice cream. The heck is this? This is a casino, but it's not open just yet. Not as classy as the one in Raquel, but it still looks pretty cool, I guess. Yeah, it's not exclusive, so you don't need to be a member to go in or anything. We can probably get some good info here once it's open. We'll just have to come back later. Right, let's go ask around somewhere else in the meantime. Okay, check this out. Go through the residential district. That means we can't go into the go to visit the Hayworths. That sucks. To the harbor. We skipped the admin district as well. Yeah, they kind of cut out some of the maps. That sucks. The harbor district. It's been a while since we last been here. I think it was like this in the previous game too. They had to cut out some Crossbell maps. Just seeing Lake Elm brings the memories rushing right back. Yeah, this is where our field exercises started getting serious. It's only my first time here, but something about this place feels stuffy for a harbor. What the? What's up with the Crossbell News Service building? Conscription. How odd. The entrance is being guarded by Imperial Army troops. Oh, look at the sign outside. Conscription office. Must have been taken over by the army, just like the Parm Training Hall. Right, they turned into a storehouse for all the resources they commandeered. In any case, it is likely our best interest to not venture too close. That's why we should still consider visiting the RF building. Elisa has a contact working from the inside. It could be a good opportunity to learn more about what's been happening at the branch office. Really? Wow, talk about useful. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's get going. A lot of shops and a fishing spot. Ozell. Koki, the former delinquent. I had a bad feeling about those soldiers, but they sure changed their tune once they had some of the boss's ramen. They said it was the best they've ever tasted, and left without causing any trouble. Ozell really is a master of his craft. He said if I kept training and honing my skills, I might be able to add one of my own dishes to the menu one day. It's a lot of pressure trying to live up to the boss's legacy, but Hazel says my noodles have got some good stuff going. Alright, time to get this show on the road. Oh hey, we took on a request from the owner of the stand a while back, huh? Instructor Rean was a regular here, apparently. Well, if this isn't the kids from Force. Feels a bit strange seeing you out of uniform, but I'm guessing you're not here on vacation. It's a long story. That's so. Well, you wouldn't be the first madcap customers I've ever had. I've never been good with words, so I'll show you my support with the best ramen I can whip up. Heh, Noble boy's got some chops, huh? We'll have to stop by next time. Madcap customers. It would seem Instructor Rean isn't the only eccentric regular here. Ozel Miso Noodles. Conscription office is right over yonder, so we end up getting a lot of soldiers in. Doesn't matter where they're from. Anyone with an appreciation for good food is welcome here. Insight. It's only 2 turns. If only Mobius would extend the duration of these buffs too. And I guess the vending machines are all... Yeah, they sell some generic drinks. Weak. 1500 is like only a little over 10% of our current max hit point. You, Kate, Yuna, and your fellow students back in Crossbell. Hey Kate, yeah, we're back. Sorry I was gone for so long. A number of the 4 students from the branch campus are currently wanted criminals, are they not? Yes, ma'am. First and foremost is Ash Carbide for his attempted assassination of the Emperor, but several other students are wanted for treason. You wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you, Yuna? What do you mean? Something is wrong with Kate. Damn it, I recognize this feeling. Hearse. No, you don't think it could be. I suppose I'll just have to look into that later. Just try not to stand out. There's a limit to how much I can ignore before people start asking questions. Right. If you spot any unsavory characters, report them to me or another officer at once. It's our duty to protect Crossbell from those who would do it harm, after all. I recommend that we leave at once. Agreed. Come on, Yuna. Okay. Kate, not you too. Yes, every NPC we've ever known cursed. Oh hey, Eiyuu, wonder if we can enter that. We'll probably get kicked out if we tried. Hey, I know this place. It's where we took on that request way back when. Eiyuu Trading Ltd, the front for the largest criminal syndicate in the Republic. Great, they sound like a cheery bunch. Maybe they packed up and went home? Don't be so sure. We're not talking about a normal organization here. We shouldn't make any snap judgments. Regardless, we have no business to take care of here right now. There should be a geofront entrance here.
Fish.
But it's not like we can get through right now. Oh well, I need to catch 2 new fish here anyways. The guy recommends returning to the... returning all the way to East Crossbell Highway. Apparently Josette has something for me, but where is she? She's still near the airship? Yeah, she is. I'm gonna have to run past all those mobs, though. Looks like your airship's almost fixed. You came back to check on me? That's sweet. Anyway, my ship just needs one last check, then it's good to go. By the way, here's something I thought might be of some use to you. EP Charge 4. Are you sure you won't need that yourself? No, I'm good. I found it when looking for spare parts for my ship, so it's not like it cost me anything anyway. Still, it's nice of you to gift this to us. You're making too much of a big deal out of it. Just think of this as my way of showing how much I expect from you. We have some minor business to take care of, so we've got to get going. Good luck. I hope you find what you're looking for. You've been a great help. See ya. Buy Rider Goggles. Oh, yeah, that's not gonna be enough to buy anything from Imelda's. And Kotse. Absorbs magic attacks. Yuna, is that you? I'm so glad you're alright, and you brought the rest of Class VII with you too. Hi, Wendy. It's good to see you again. Sorry to surprise you like this. We've had our reasons to keep quiet. Wow, sounds like you're caught up in some serious stuff. I don't know what to think about this singularity stuff. I'm just so relieved to see you home again, Yuna. I'm sure Lloyd will feel the same. Oh, that name. Detective Lloyd Bannings of the Special Support Section. They were the heroes you admire so much, right, Yuna? Yeah, I wonder what they're up to now. Does Wendy even remember them? I wish I could tell you, but no one's heard from any of them for a while. You hear rumors that are still active underground, but it's all very hush-hush. Plus, the security around the tower is even tighter now that the Imperial Defense Force is posted there. Imperial Defense Force? Yeah, everyone around here says they're just glorified bodyguards for Rufus. They're supposed to protect the Imperial family, but so I don't know what they're doing here. It's so bad not even regular Crossbell residents can go near the tower anymore. I see, sounds like getting in will be harder than we thought. Thanks, Wendy, I think we have a better handle on what's going on now. Even with the SSS gone, I promise you Class 7 will do something about this. Yuna, you've really grown up. Alright, I'll be counting on you, but drop by here if you need any help with your orbital tech, okay? What if I try to enter this building? Just as I thought. You okay, Yuna? Oh, sorry, it's nothing. Let's get moving. Wow, is that you, Yuna, in Class 7 too? Oscar, Bennett, you're back from Heimdall. Oh, you were at Vesta Street helping citizens evacuate when the Great Twilight initially began. Yeah, we managed to make it home next to you guys. It's a relief to see you're all okay, right, Bennett? Yeah, I'm sure Lena and the others would be happy to hear that. I should get back to work. Oscar, let's talk about the new menu later, okay? Is Bennett okay? Don't worry, she's been like that a lot lately. Cursed? Ever since I got my draft card, actually. Oh. So they're drafting you into the army as well? As a commissary man, yeah, I'll probably be seeing my share of danger, though. I ship out in 2 weeks. Morgaze is back, so it's really just a question of me stepping down. Shh. That explains why Bennett looks so upset. There's nothing I can do to stop it from happening, so I'm just going to concentrate on whatever work I can still do. How about you? Yuna, stop by your place yet? Lena and Nana have been missing you like you wouldn't believe. I really want to go back, but... Oscar, have you noticed anything different about the neighborhood lately? Like soldiers or MPs patrolling around the place more often? No, not that I can recall. The only thing I can think of that's different is that, you know who moved to a new office. No, really? I assume he means the new service that vanished from the harbor. At any rate, it sounds like your house isn't marked for surveillance. Makes sense, they probably didn't think you were coming home anyway. Yeah, I'll drop by and tell my family I'm okay when we're done. What if they got cursed and they turn you in? Come on, why long faces? Don't let this stuff get you down. I just finished taking a fresh batch of loaves from the oven. Go ahead and take some. Are you sure? I see no reason to refuse such hospitality. Well, if you insist, thank you. Full heal. I'm so glad you're all okay. I'm sorry, I'm so emotionally drained. I still can't believe Oscar has to go off to war. What will I do when he's gone? I want to help. Yes, but there's nothing we can do for her. Given the circumstances, I can't help but worry about those who have gone underground. Well, you are all safe, so I'll just have to believe in them and wait. Given the mixed-up world we have on our hands, can't interrupt my bread production. Feel free to pick up a few for the road.
That sign!
Huh? What the heck?
Crossbell News Service, this must be the place. It matches up with what we heard at the bakery. Couldn't hurt to have a chat with them while we're here. It could yield some useful information. As a newspaper, they're sure to have their finger on the pulse of current events. Alright, let's find out what they know. There's a shiny spot. Wow, they really did move everything here. There aren't that many people. I recall you saying you reached the geofront through the basement. It was still an abandoned law office then, right? Best we not dwell on the past. Oh, sorry, I didn't see you there. Please excuse the mess, we've only just moved in. We're still getting used to the new space, but it'll be up and running before you know it. Wait, you all. Ryan, are these the kids you told me about before? No doubt about it, I recognize Class VII anywhere. I was wondering when you guys would show up, certainly kept us waiting. Oh, how do you know we were coming? What's your deal? Don't tell me you're... Whoa, slow down, we're not part of the intelligence division, so don't worry. And as for you, Rhines, can you choose your words better? It's no wonder they would be suspicious after hearing something like that. My bad, my bad. Felt like the quickest way to get them up to speed. Well, in any case, allow me to introduce myself. Grace Lynn, writer for the Crossbell Times and journalist extraordinaire. Now about your missing instructor, the Ashen Chevalier. I've been following his career for a while now. I might be able to tell you something useful. How about it? Oh, so you must know the SSS then. Now that I think about it, I feel like I've heard them mention you before. I wouldn't be surprised if they did. I've seen it all. The formation of the SSS, the cult incident, and even the struggle for independence. I even got caught up in Operation Birdcage too. If I recall correctly, wasn't that the plan to shut down the SSS and their allies? I never thought a regular citizen could achieve so much. I must admit, I'm a little curious about about what you'd be able to tell us. It also seems like you have plenty of information sources, maybe more than what a run-of-the-mill journalist should have. Oh, you flatter us. We're just good at keeping our ears open for gossip is all. Muse, is something wrong? It's nice to finally meet you guys too. Ryan has told me so much. I have to say, though, the stories don't do you justice. I know the SSS has high hopes for you, but your friends have a lot going for them too. Feels like you're sizing us up just so you can write a juicy article on us later. Get to the chase. Since you're so knowledgeable, tell us what's going on with the Singularity. You mean the places where all the black blorma grass is growing? Sorry, not my area of expertise. After old offices got taken over, we've been real busy moving. I haven't even gotten the chance to go out for the last week or so. However, now that Rufus is out of town, this is a perfect opportunity to start gathering some info. It's true then, my brother really isn't in Crossbell anymore. From what I can glean, he returned to the tower briefly following the military parade at the capital. But he left almost immediately, leaving the Imperial Defense Force in his stead. I have no doubt he's got his hands full with the war effort. There's something suspicious about his movements. It certainly does sound strange. It would seem as though my brother is involved with something else on the side. I'll bet the Governor General is involved in matters he doesn't want his citizens finding out about. There's not a lot of proof, but I think we're onto something. Must be a journalist's intuition. Thank you so much, you were super helpful. Will you object to letting us know if you find anything else? Of course not. Between you and the SSS, I feel like I could never run out of material. Maybe you could even give me an exclusive interview when you bring back the Ashen, your instructor. Fair exchange is no robbery, am I right? For sure, we'd be happy to. Well, we look forward to working with you. Oh, more recap information. Wait, Pete? Oh, wow, actual visitors, welcome. Please excuse the mess. I'd get you some tea if I knew where the kettle was. I've been working here part-time to support myself while I'm studying. If there's anything you need, just let me know. Sure, thanks. This boy looks familiar. I think I've seen him around West Street before. But whatever, I shouldn't pry. Grimwood's apprentice. The SSS members seem to be busy with something behind the scenes, but even I couldn't find much about it. I've got my hopes pinned on you, though. If you discover anything interesting, share the info with me. Sat, you scratch my back and I'll scratch yours. We're slammed right now with the office move. I haven't been able to do any reporting. Just one worrying thing crops up after another these days. Well, I'm going to scope out 10-gram Fortress later today. It's really piqued my curiosity, what with the rumors about a new Panzer Soldat model being stationed there. Oh hi, we don't get visitors around here too often. I'm McKinnon, the managing editor. We've been getting a lot of flack from the government and the censors lately. You can see what it's done to us. The editor-in-chief's getting called to appointments all over town. Meantime, I'm the one keeping this office up and running. We've never faced a crisis like this before, but we're not about to fold anytime soon. We'll put out the next issue if it kills us. Oh, there's no one here. That's weird. I wonder where the manager has gone off to. Yeah, that's it, Sully. That's the stuff. Nice one. One more time. You must be rehearsing in the back. Want to go take a peek? I don't know. We really shouldn't. Barge in unannounced. Think of it as part of our intel gathering mission. Besides, I'd like to see what they're up to. Alright, just don't disturb them. Okay, go through here. Wow. Will you look at that? Let's bring back memories of that timing mini game. Truly beautiful. Yeah, I can't take my eyes off her. It barely seems real. Impressive indeed. I'm starting to see what all the hype's about. Right? She's the real deal. That's one of the troupe's younger performers, solely a trade, aka the Star Princess. It's like she gets better and better every time I see her. That she does, young lady. Oh, are you the theater manager? Sorry for just barging in without permission. We didn't see anyone up front, so... No, not at all. The fall is mine for leaving the front desk unattended. Sully's been improving by leaps and bounds. It's hard to tear my eyes away from her sometimes. She's like a shining beacon of hope in the midst of all this gloomy talk of war. Yeah, we need that. Now more than ever. Anyway, we'd better split. Wouldn't want to get in the way any more than we already have. Right, let's head back to the entrance. Who were those guys? Yuna and the others spoke with the theater manager, but didn't find any leads about the singularity. Despite this, they left feeling more lighthearted than before, and returned to gathering information with a renewed vigor. My sincerest apologies for not being of more help to you all. No, we're the ones who should apologize. We shouldn't have interrupted like that. Speaking of which, do you know what happened to the troops leader? Avin? He's been going around all over in an attempt to procure more funding and partners for the company. Turning down the government offer really hit us hard. A government offer, you say? Will you mind telling us what it is they offered exactly? Well, to put it bluntly, they wanted us to spread their pro-war propaganda through our performances. They said they'd fund us all through the war, among other perks. All we had to do was comply. But that would go against everything we stand for. I see. So that's how it is. You've got guts saying no to the government like that. I like that. Well, we do still have our pride, after all, artists and stagehands alike. We'd never be able to face our friends if we saw it on our principles now. You got that right. Stay strong, okay? Looks like this is the green room. We shouldn't go in any further. Okay, now Imelda. It'd be nice if I could buy even one evergreen, but I have a feeling that's the most expensive one. Welcome. Aren't you a cute little gaggle of young folk? Don't see too many aficionados your age, but whether you're young or old, your money's good here. You can even pay in installments if you want. Just be careful not to let the interest pile up, you hear? Jeez, we can't even get a word in edgewise here. She's just like Lloyd said she was. Excuse me, ma'am, are you Imelda? Do you help out the special support section? Ah, I see. You must be the ones the IDF have been looking for. Class 7, right? What? How do you know? Oh, I have my sources. I heard all about you the last time you were here for your field exercises. I can't think of anyone else who'd be asking around about the SSS right now. Imagine you're here for information. Do you want to know how Banning's team got to the tower? Wait a minute, they did what? You are better informed than we've been led to believe. Can you tell us a little more, perhaps? Is it true Lloyd actually infiltrated Orcus Tower? Their goal is to get information about what happened in the Empire a little while back. And they accomplished it too. What a shame that doing so wasn't much of an issue for the government. Ah. It's hard to believe all this happened without our knowing. Where did you hear about it? Well, I've got a contact on the Orbital Network who sends me information from time to time. He took the time to come visit, so it's only fair I shared a bit of their info with you. Only fair, huh? Thank you for telling us. At least we know that Lloyd's already tried... Don't go thanking me yet. I don't give away information for free. Huh? Oh, don't look so worried. I'm not talking about Mira. Anyone who talks about these... all anyone talks about these days is war, war, war. It's so tedious. You can throw a wrench into the government's plans, it'll liven things up a little. But if you want to buy a couple of antiques too, I won't stop you. She's a tough one, ain't she? Yeah, but she seems reliable in her own way. This may be out of the blue, but do you cook? Oh yeah, we do. Why do you ask? You see, boredom is what I hate the most. That's why I'm always looking for new and interesting things to try. That goes for cuisine too. In other words, you like to try foods you've never tasted before. Heh, precisely. I've been to high-class restaurants, common diners, junk food joints, places that offer unusual cuisine. Whatever Mira could buy me, I've tried, but now I'm tired of it. I'm looking for something unique. Show me your personal takes on these dishes. If you could do that, I'd really appreciate it. What can I say? Money can no longer buy what you truly desire. A straight-talking lady who knows what she wants. I respect that. I see, so that's what it was about. If I can come up with a unique recipe, I don't mind letting you try my cooking. Excellent, I'll be looking forward to that.
What'll it be?
Gold coin I need. 80k for all the good accessories. Okay, Abishao is actually the most expensive one. Pretty nice at with plus 20 speed, but Evergreen's better for the evade tanks. Yeah.
What? Done already?
Hand over.
Sorry for the trouble.
What do we have here? It looks good, but I'm not hungry right now, so I'll have it later. Until next time.
Sorry for the trouble. Here, a little thanks from me to you.
Your cooking's very unique. I love that. What will you come up with next? My taste buds are tingling with expectation.
Sorry for the trouble. Sorry for the trouble. Here.
Power and Fortitude Droplet.
Sorry. Sorry for the...
Okay, that's it for now, but...
You ain't buying, then get out.
That's way too... that is way too expensive, but it's probably better than farming... I wonder which will happen faster. Getting enough U materials to make it an evergreen, or getting enough Mira for it? It's really useful because it gives you both evasion and accuracy, which means you don't have to equip a hit quartz.
What? Done already?
Look at that guy run. Is he gonna show up on the map again if I wait? I don't want to catch him. I also don't see a sprite anywhere. Ah, there he is. Ah. You'll never outrun me. With the trains out of service, there are a lot less imports to deliver. But we're getting even more packages from Marebonia. Then there's all the draft cards to deliver. I'm just as busy as ever, maybe even more. Being the bearer of bad news doesn't give me any satisfaction, but it's part of the job. I got no choice. The last time we were here was during our field exercises. That's when we met with TO2. Hope she's alright. Hopefully we'll be able to obtain information here. And at least I know someone who'd be willing to help us, right? Correct, a receptionist named Addison, apparently. Great, let's go talk to her. Oh, weren't you the students who came here with Miss Elisa before? Wow, you remember us? I'm kind of flattered. Yes, we were friends of Miss Reinford. We understand you've agreed to act as a contact for her. Yes, that's correct. Please take a seat on the couch. I'll go get the reports. Addison brought them documents. What's this? These are production logs of a factory on the western side of Crossbell that is supplying the military. And records of older logs for all sorts of armaments for Tangram Fortress and other bases. Yes, 8 Dragonov-class railway cannons, and I'm sure you've already seen the Gargantua-class airships. The company's also been supplying the new military camp outside Armorica village. The trucks we saw yesterday must have been headed there. I guess so. Geez, looks like we know where RF stands, huh? Seems they're concentrating all their resources on the war effort. And the one leading that movement is... the chairman, Irina Reinford, Elisa's mother. In a sense, I suppose this explains how the Empire has been able to mobilize so quickly. It's hardly surprising, seeing as they have the full support of the continent's heavy industry leaders. All businesses are required to comply with the national mobilization law, so RF didn't really have a choice in this. What's Elisa going to say when she finds out? Given what we discovered at Nortia, it shouldn't come as much of a surprise. Thank you for your assistance. This information will be very useful. We'll be sure to pass it on to Elisa. Please do, I'm glad I could help. Just so you know, there are people working here who oppose the war, regardless of what Chairman Irina says. May your endeavors be fruitful. I'll support you any way I can. Thank you, that means a lot. We must bring Instructor Rean back now more than ever. I think our job's done here. Agreed, our investigation netted us some rare interesting intel in addition to learning more about the Singularity. By the way, we're only a short walk away from your home, aren't we, Yuna? Why don't we pay your family a visit? Allie. Why not? I doubt it's under surveillance. I'd love to see your home and say hello to your family, Yuna. Oh, that's right, you haven't met them before, have you? You haven't been in touch with them for some time, so they may be worried about you. We should check in on them. Oh, thanks, guys. That's really thoughtful of you. Okay, then. My home's on the West Street in the Bellheim Apartments. Follow me. Sure, I'm right behind you. Hold on, I think you have a special item. As things stand now, the Crossbell branch is fully cooperating with the government. Chairman Irina's been busier than ever trying to organize it all. I'm sure she'd be happy to have someone helping out. I wonder if there's any way we could convince Miss Kruger to come back. Well, she did swear devotion to the Reinford family. I don't think that's an oath she would break lightly. IBC coin. I didn't drop right up. I feel like that's not as useful if you have a reliable way to break the enemy. Welcome to IBC. Please be aware we are currently unable to facilitate money transfers to Calvard. Customers wishing to make transfers to Calvard are advised to do so via a foreign branch of the IBC. Please also be aware that our transfer fees have increased. We will, however, continue to exchange Sepe for Mira at a higher rate than usual. Does that include Sepe fragments? Feel free to take advantage of this service brought to you exclusively by the IBC. Let me check real quick. Yes, it does. 21 Mira. But they don't exchange elemental Sepif. Not anymore. So your family lives in this apartment building, Yuna. Damn, ran it back a little, why don't you? You're making my place look bad. Well, excuse me for being middle class. It's been quite a few months since our last visit. Your family's apartment is on the floor below, right? We should hurry and see if they're in. Who else is living here? The heck is Lytton? Yawn, snore. Of him. My husband and I are both doctors at St. Ursula Medical College. The government's been asking us for field surgeons. Obviously, no one jumped at the chance to do that job. That is, until Lytton volunteered. He didn't even tell me he was going to. Did he get cursed? So how can he sleep so peacefully knowing what's coming? Doesn't he realize how much I'm going to worry while he's gone? What is his reason? I won't know until he actually wakes up. No, only this floor. Here we are. Huh? What? Nobody home? But there are NPC markers inside. Door's open. I guess we're about to find out.
Oh man, I lost again. Let's go, one more time. Come on, Ken, she doesn't wanna. Oh, it's alright. I can make time for one more round.
There are people in there.
That's my room. It sounds like Ken and Nana. And
Yuna!
Mom. I'm home.
You're okay. You're really okay. Thank Eiius you're back. I was so worried.
Mom. It's so good to see you again, too. I'm glad you're safe.
I'm happy for you, Yuna.
Yuna? Yuna! Yay! You're home! Where'd you go? What happened?
Ken, Nana, I missed both of you so much.
So this is Yuna's family. They're so adorable.
Agreed. And it's nice to see that they're doing so well. Oh, I knew you would all be okay. Huh?
Louise?
It's good to see you, Yuna, and the rest of Class 7 too. I never gave up hope. I knew that one day we'd meet again.
Yuna, it's you. You really came back. Geez, we were all kinds of worried about you. I know. Sorry about all that, guys. I guess I should have gotten in touch sooner. We might want to move them to a different place in case Rufus decides to kidnap them. Now, don't you fret over it. All that matters is that you're back now. All of you, thank you for taking care of my daughter. Not at all. Yuna's proven to be a great asset to our team. It's thanks to her support that we've been able to keep powering through. Oh, guys. I agree. You're very much the driving force that keeps Class 7 moving forward. I don't call you a wild filly for nothing. Always galloping in and out of crap like no one's business. In and out of the crap. Okay. I guess I can't deny that. Wild filly? Are you a horsey now, Yuna? I have to say, I wasn't expecting to see you here too, Louise. Oh yes. As luck would have it, I ran to your mom a little after ending up in Crossbell. Valerie, Freddy, and Stark Girl were here too, though we're working separately for now. Valerie's over at St. Ursula Hospital, Freddy's helping out the Fisherman's Guild, and Stark's investigating all over the province. As for me, I'm acting as a liaison between us all while seeing what intel I can dig up from the Orbital Network in the meantime. I guess there's a reason they made you leader of the comms team during our field exercises. We did suspect you might split up and work to your own strengths. We've taken a look around town ourselves, but didn't come up with much. Have you found out anything useful? Unfortunately, the Singularity is still a mystery to us. All the latest rumors on the net are either about the Governor General's absence or some so-called genius hacker. A hacker? Professor Schmidt covered them in his lectures, didn't he? They steal secret information with the network and use it for their own gain, right? Yes, this one's been leaking confidential military information and criticizing the government's decisions on various message boards. Yona? The authorities have no idea who they are, let alone how to stop them. No expert in the Orbital Network myself, still this hacker is obviously quite skilled. Only in a city as advanced as Crossbell could such an individual arise. Not that means we should be encouraging this hacking business. Oh, this is all sounding awfully familiar. Oh, sounds like I got orb mail. Sorry, I'll be just a minute. Oh my, you might want to take a look at this, everyone. It must be Yona. He must have seen us here. Welcome to Crossbell Force Military Academy's Class 7. Sorry to be so abrupt, but I have some information I'm sure you'll find interesting. Come meet me in the X sector at the geofront, and I'll tell you more. Who's this from? A friend of yours? I have no idea. The sender's not displaying properly. It must be the hacker. Whoever it is found a way to send their message anonymously to you. Seriously? These hackers just sit around waiting on their queue or something? What should we do? It could very well be a trap. But now they know we're here, it could be more dangerous not to respond. I've never heard of the X sector before, though. Do you know where it is, Yuna? Not off the top of my head, sorry. But I guess it's gotta be different from the sector we went to last time. Oh, wait a minute. What is it, Louise? I think I might have seen the name somewhere before in some documents about facilities around town. Here it is. Apparently that's what they call the underground area below the entertainment district. The only way in is through the Barca Casino. We passed by there earlier, it wasn't open though. Perhaps it is now, or at the very least we could ask when it does. Oh, you have to go away again already? We only just got home. Ken, Nana. Now, you two, your sister has work to do. Don't hold back on our account, Yuna. Do what you have to do and do it right. Your instructor wouldn't want to went back down, neither would the SSS, and nor should you. Ah. I won't. Thanks, Mom. I'll be back, I promise. An anonymous message calling you out to the geofront, How mysterious. It's not like we have any other leads right now, though. Just be careful, okay? Well, you definitely will. Oh, and thanks for watching over my siblings while we were gone. Were you playing some kind of game with them just now? It's called Pom Pom Party, or just Pom Party for short. Have you heard of it? Anyway, it's more like I had them help me unwind by playing it, really. That one. Now I can... Hopefully I'll be able to play in 60 FPS this time. Besides, Ken and Nana are just so adorable. They make me forget my worries instantly. Hey, as long as they're all having fun. Come think of it, I feel like I remember Lloyd and Teal playing Pom Party sometimes back in the day. Must be fun if this many people are into it. Oh, it is. You should try it out sometime. I've seen rumors online that they're working on a mobile version you can play on Arcus units. Oh, that's cool. Maybe we'll get a chance to help them test it. At any rate, I'm so glad to see you're alright, Louise. I wish Jessica was here too, but we're just gonna have to give her our best until we're all together again. Feel free to use my room and anything in it for whatever you need. Thank you. Be careful out there, everyone. Don't take any unnecessary risks. So I won't be able to play that until they finish the phone nap, huh? Oh well.
Thank you very much.
Okay, met the threshold for books. Vitality Droplet. Sadly, I didn't meet the threshold for any of the other two. I'm not really getting a whole lot of profiles at all, am I? Maybe the owner here will be will tip the scales in my favor. Even in the middle of the day, there are plenty of people here. Kind of like Raquel. Once people know where's coming, they go all out. Wait, will the coins I earned Raquel be useful here at all? I highly doubt it. Where's the entrance to the basement? Let's ask the owner. I've met him a couple of times. He's an old friend of Randy's. I see. Let's go find him. Hey, my tokens actually transfer over. Nice. But other than this magic scarf, which I already had back then, I don't see anything new here. It's basically just a second chance to get the magic scarf, I guess. Off-duty recruit. I heard a rumor they're going to tweak the token exchange rate to favor military customers. It's a suggestion that came down from the government. Personally, I think it sounds pretty neat. Strange, this one's not playable for us. Come on, Red. Big money. Red, red, red. Talk. Welcome to the card tables. How about taking some time off to relax? We got poker and blackjack. They're both great games, but I do say so myself. Almost thought I saw a slot machine down there. Oh no, it's a jukebox. No. Anyone, a few officers. Recruit Robson, recruit Corporal Carter. Listen up, Robson. A man's gotta have guts. In the 9th Armored Division, you will succeed so long as you're bold and determined. Same goes for winning at the casino. Yes, sir. So none of us have enough guts. That's why we're not winning, right? That's right. So let's drink up and get our courage back. That's the curse talking. I've been coming to this casino for so long. I've gotten pretty good at gauging when the machine's close to paying out. You need to keep your eyes out for the ones that haven't paid out in a while, and then you swoop in to get a ton of tokens. I'm gonna win it big today for sure. I think he has a problem. Yeah, he's the kind of guy to blow everything he's got in the slots. Well, if it isn't Yuna. Hi, Mr. Drake. It's good to see you again. Yes, indeed. I was so sorry to miss you the last time you visited. So what can I do for you? I've heard about the situation over at the branch campus. I don't intend on prying, but if there's anything I can do to help, you need to only ask. Thanks, I really appreciate it. Man, I wouldn't want to get on the wrong side of this guy. I agree, but if he's friends with Instructor Randolph, I believe we can trust him. Yuna and the others explained the situation and how they needed to get to Geofront X. You've certainly gotten yourselves wrapped up in something troublesome. Well, there is an underground passage in the casino basement that leads there. I knew it. How did our contact know such specifics? Mr. Drake, are you acquainted personally with the infamous hacker? No, I've only heard of rumors, that's all. He's not old. The hacker wouldn't be old enough to gamble yet, I guess. Wait, is there even a gambling age in this city? Besides, there are a multitude of ways to make your way there. I see, it must have a similar layout to Heimdall's Underground. With that in mind, we should stay on guard. If you're sudden going, you should take this with you. Go through the back door on the first floor and turn right. That'll lead you to the underground. You don't use it very often, so it may be a little run down. Do be careful. Thanks. We should make sure we're fully prepared before setting out. And one of the monsters down there are good for farming Eiyuu materials and maybe getting a time sepip. I need more to give everyone in Class 7 Chrono Burst. I forgot to take a look at Station Street here. Anything interesting? Got some new orders a while back. As of now, Rhymes Deliveries is also transporting materials for the government. I never loved this job, I'm liking it less and less these days. I feel like people look at us different now, like we're traitors to Crossbell or something. There's nothing I can do about that. For now, I'd better get this stuff over to Tangram. Whoa, everything's so noisy. I've been away so long, the city's gonna take some getting used to. Is it even worth going home at this point? Maybe I should just keep moving. Oh, I think I've seen that lady around our apartment building before. Excuse me, aren't you Ryu's sister? Oh, hi Yuna. You're back in Crossbell, huh? I heard you'd gone to some school in Arabonia. Yeah, well, a lot of stuff happened. Sounds like she's out of the loop. I guess that makes sense given how much time she spends traveling. Hey, I noticed it's probably none of my business. After all, I haven't seen you in, what, 6 months? But with all this stuff about war on the horizon, be careful not to push yourself too hard, alright? Right, thank you. 6 months, huh? Some things never change. I wonder where she went this time. Can't go for this part of the Geofront. Jizo statue, I almost forgot about you. It's an Eastern-style Jizo. Sadly, I cannot donate food to it. Instead, all the food donations are pretty much spread out among all kinds of different characters. I shall also go into Acacia Apartments and mark it off on my map just in case. Seems like only yesterday we heard about the Emperor getting shot. Now here we are mobilizing for a full-scale war. Come to think of it, the two girls next door to me had some kind of connection with the military police. I haven't seen them for a while. Around May, I heard the inspection team was forcing some kind of ridiculous overtime hours on them. Apparently they weren't even allowed to come home between shifts. Hopefully things have let up a little by now. Noelle Seeker. That's around the same time we were last here. The inspection team must have had them working on Operation Birdcage. Right, the Governor General's attempt to restrain anyone connected with the Special Support Section. That sound like anyone you know, Yuna? It sounds like it could be Noelle and Fran. Being kept at work all night, I can only imagine how hard that must be. Or maybe they were... Oh no, it wouldn't do to speculate, I'm gonna say hard just like Sunita. But she's real smart too, so I gotta keep it up every day. I'm feeling kinda dizzy. Maybe I study too much. Also that one family with the cat. How can I tell my family I'm joining the army? Where do I even start? Meow. I don't want to spook them, but I can't underplay how dangerous it could be either. Meow. Maybe I should just be honest with them. Those two are smart. They'll see right through me anyway. Thanks for listening, Marie. My head feels a little clearer now. They're taking conscripts here too? Can't they see what this war is doing to people? When I grow up, I'm gonna be a stockbroker and work with father. To do that, I've gotta get good at math and learn how to be a sophisticated lady too. Maybe if I try really hard, I won't even have to wait until I grow up. All the stores' prices are going up. I'll have to check the flyers they give out for some good deals. This one here is so colorful, it cheers me up just to look at it. Last but not least, Hotel Millennium, even though I don't know if it's even worth staying here anymore if we can just get the same benefits from other inns. Oh, it's only 100 now. Huh, I guess welcome to Hotel Millennium. We offer spa treatments, room service, handheld orbital computer rentals, and more. If you need something or have any concerns, please don't hesitate to contact the front desk. We'll do everything in our power to make your stay a pleasant one. Huh. Usually it's supposed to be the most expensive place to stay. That is different from before. Our hotel has plenty of great facilities you can use. Okay. Hotel internet. Sometimes I find that it does. At one hotel I would say that the internet was good, but only if you were on the first floor. This hotel has been going strong for over 60 years. I myself have been around 40. But these last couple of years have been some of the most turbulent yet. For a while it seemed as though the non-aggression pact of the trade conference would bring the continent some kind of stability. The last swings are never quite as simple as they appear. Dario. Damn it, just thinking about it pisses me off. How dare they keep me in that filthy place for 2 whole weeks? I wasn't even convicted. They took away my entourage, and now my allowance is a mere fraction of what it once was. This is no way to treat the heir to the Heimdall banking empire. Wait, you're that guy we caught at the end of the previous game. How can you do this to me, Daddy? Oh, whatever. I don't need him. I don't need anyone. Does he not recognize me? I just gotta not do anything illegal. Then no one can complain, right? I can do that. Oh, isn't that the creep who was trying to get all at the St. Estrella students? Sounds like he's been being punished for his wrongdoings. What a shame that he doesn't seem to regret it at all. You think he would have learned something after Rean stared him dead in the face like that? Welcome to Hotel Millennium. Our guests' needs always come first. We'll do everything in our power to make your stay a pleasant one. That's a policy we'll stick to no matter what might be happening in the world. Please enjoy your stay and let me know if I can do anything to help. Thanks for tuning into this Let's Play of The Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel 4. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe, and or hit the bell icon.